Forget where we left off at. I haven't touched this game since October. Even the dark voice wants us to wake up. So I guess I'll wake up. Roughly open your eyes and there's a window shining. Moves light into the room. You realize you're in a dark, damp room and you cannot move. You look around and see yourself bound to a standing torture table. The type that interrogators use to get information out of unwilling participants. Hell, he didn't kill me. I need to remember what happened. I need to remember. You know, Gwen, Freya, Itchio, Sophia, Sylvia, and Val. You hear footsteps outside the room in the hallway. They stop in front of the door. You hear a woman's voice. A distinct chatter. A small window opens in the door and you notice the silhouette of someone looking at you for a long time. The window closes. You hear a rattling, then a click, and the door opens. Okay. She looks pretty but also evil. So it waves the guard away. Unknown. Oh. So a woman gets closer to you and as she enters the light, time freezes. Queen of what? Meet the queen again. Did I see her die? You told me to run. The huge demon was swimming right above you. That's right, the demon was my entertainment for that night. It did get a little rough, but it just made it more interesting. You told me to run. You diverted his attention. So I remember. Really remember. You called the night and now notice she was trying to get rid of you rather than save you. Why are you still here? Demon did not harm her. There was no blood or any markings. But you are right. You were distracting him from... What? I wasn't supposed to survive that night. His son. What? So she's the one that got the whole family killed at the castle. And killed his father, who was the king. And on top of that, she had a demon pleasing her. What the hell? Yeah, I need her to say why she betrayed. So they weren't together. He was always with his mistresses and not with her. And the witch, who is my homie. I felt worthless. I stood on my widow's ledge. I was about to drop myself onto the rocks, but then he came. He floated outside my window and took my hand. I didn't know if I was dreaming. He was so handsome. She's talking about the vampire. She can't even talk about that demon. Yeah, I feel like a woman again. You open your eyes wide. That night, he made me feel. He gave me back my life. He gave me my life back. That night, she got pregnant. With you. You are his. My true king. Who's his actual dad then? He goes by many names. King of Desire, King of Hell, Asmodeus. Yes, let that sink in. You are the heir to his new earth we are building for you. You are the inheritor. Well, I wouldn't go far as worship, but sure, that was your dad. That man is not a man at all. He tried but couldn't perform at our wedding night. He never had any ambition. He only wanted his feasts, his treaties. He wasn't the king at all. I wouldn't put him on blast like that in front of your son. That's crazy. And you killed him too. 100 years when all of our friends, your friends will perish at the hands of time, and you alone will stay. What then? Cat. Look at your situation. Why would I lie? What do I have to gain here? Slap shit out of us. Yes, my friends. You dare lay up. Focus. All your friends are either dead or captured. Depending on your decision, all the captured ones might also be dead very soon. Yes, we have to play along. Let's be smart. Let's not pull a Daryl from Walking Dead and just fight, and get everybody killed. Your leader, the realm's supreme ruler. He will have all the power, all of his power. Endless warriors will worship you. Endless concubines will warm your bed. You will shape this realm to your will. Then there is a matter with your surviving friends. You can do with them as you please, really. Kill them. Make them your playthings. Release them. Up to you, really. And door number 2. That would be a shame. A real shame. He was adamant that you must choose this of your own free volition. If that would be your choice, and I will respect it. So you let us go? What? No. Where did you get that silly idea? You'll all be executed at the gallows tomorrow at sunrise. Now, make your decision. You have 1 hour. Better choose well. Obviously, I would choose one and then try and find a way to defeat them. You weigh your options, thinking about your companions. Our path is faster than you realize. You hear the keys rattle on the other side of the door, and it opens. The Queen strides in with pride. So, your ruler has a nice ring to it, and concubines as far as the eye can see. What's to think about? Speak up. It's only the most important decision of your life. True. True. We'll see how this goes. Let's save. I really joined? That's me? Let's go, Goblin, and in front of you are all your former companions in shackles kneeling. Behind them, the Dark Guard, Black Knights, and the Legion of Demons. That can't be me. Are you dead ass? I'm okay? Resisting. I'll never do it. I will never be like you. You said you'd be stubborn, but yet you'll need to be persuaded. I beg you to reconsider. You must join us. You can save all your friends with the flick of your finger. Ah, damn. Oh, shit. Maybe I don't want to be great. We'll see. Being the benevolent queen that I am, I will grant you one last favor. You can choose who to spend your last few hours with. Maybe they can drill some sense into you. And if not, tomorrow morning you will all be sacrificed for the glory of Asmodeus. Don't worry, you'll go last. You'll see your friends sacrificed right in front of your eyes. Just you'll have another chance to change your mind. Either way, it will be most entertaining. I don't... Can I? Yeah, I can. I hope there's another season. I really do. Morally, it's most right to be with Gwen, but I'm not the most morally person. There's a collar on her. Bro, this is it, huh? What's that? Little thing you like? Not a fan. What is it? They gave it to all of us. They said it will keep us calm and subdued so we don't go on and on doing anything crazy. She can't get angry? And her strength is gone? That's not good. Not her. They said I'm the heir to this kingdom. Dad is alive? No, she had the king killed, but he wasn't my dad after all. The son of some big shot devil from hell, Asmod or something. Oh, she knows. You heard of him? Yeah, they pray for him. Did it help them any? My sword was hungry. Nothing can save that from it. Thank you. What for? Being you. Are we saying goodbyes? No, I just wanted to know how much you mean to me. Okay. Thank you for being at my side on this adventure, for being so brave and undeterred, being so incredibly beautiful. You always had a way with words. Oh. Okay. I mean... Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Mm. It all makes sense now. She lacked. Yeah, I miss Juz. Where's Juz at? Don't you see I'm fun? This is why he has so much power after the Tapper Monastery. And you only got stronger since then. Hmm. Affects everyone differently. Kind of triggers your inner power and enhances it, but Juz didn't find anything other than that. Hmm. She got an idea. I want to see it through. Be quiet. She did it. Oh wow. Oh wow, she did it. It was a good thing I picked her. Because she has that strength. That's what I was thinking of. Not the other stuff. Grabs the cell door and yanks it off. Or pushes it forward. She rips the entire bar walls from its anchors in the brick. And she rips the rest of the doors. All Europeans emerge from their cells and she snaps all their collars from everyone's necks and drops them on the ground. Okay. She marks for Sophie and Sylvie to come closer. Can I borrow your headband? Okay. Go ahead and headband and she smiles and takes Sophie's fiddles to lock for a few She takes the headband and fiddles with a lock for a few moments. Locks it open. Exactly. I knew there was a way. I had to go to Freya. I had to. Thanks for bringing it. I was sure it was left at the cabin. Shrug. Gonna just leave it there. Before we continue, I need to update you about my dad. Okay, up to speed. Everyone's about okay. And about the gifts. Y'all cheer for the right decision. And you all get your game faces on, step out of the dungeon. The courtyard seems clear. As you walk up to the courtyard, you notice both the Dark Guard, Archdemon, and Sheriff going down the stairs right in front of you. Yeah, let's start here. They stop in their tracks as the Sheriff notices you there. Yeah, we let ourselves out, so don't worry about that, Sheriff. Sheriff pushes the Dark Guard towards you and runs away. Like a pussy. Excuse my language. Ready, we must work together. This is it. I'm not to destroy my family. Yeah, fuck that monster. Hmm. Hmm. Sylvie and Sophie charge up their ice and fire. She gets into fighting pose and Freya lifts her sword on her shoulder. Gwen steps forward but ponders the situation. I mean, Gwen doesn't have a weapon. I don't think they gave Gwen a weapon to fight with. Cool, cool. Of course, he jumps up. It's gonna take more than that, unfortunately. They need to do like a combined attack. Cause he just absorbed it and he stumbled before it. It freezes, but I know he's gonna break out of it. Burst the eyes, it keeps moving. Keeps moving. Fireball. And he deflects it with the shield. You gotta get that shield. Maybe if he does the daggers, gets behind them, and then they do all of that at once, and he'll be distracted, and then they can get him. He dodges one dagger, then blocks the other with his shield. Wasn't enough. You can't blindly charge him. Oh, she has a sword, but she's not drawing anything. What the hell?
We have no tanks. Why do we have a tank?
Okay, she holds. Okay, she lowers. What? Why are you so keen to solve everything with violence? The dark guard moves his shield abruptly and lifts his sword. One takes a slight step back with the dark guard's sword slammed on the ground an inch in front of her. Okay. You know, I think there must be another way.
Oh!
What are you gonna do? Seduce him? He takes his sword to his shoulder, preparing for a huge slash. As he starts to fly towards her, she bends over and picks up a flower as the sword phases overhead. It just wants to enjoy the sun and give its pollen to bees to make honey. Frustrated, the dark guard roars loudly, opening his shield and sword hands. Gwen steps aside. Behind her is Freya, charging at him, larger and angrier than ever. Fuck him up. Deadass. She grabs him by the waist and pushes him backwards. Surprised by the attack, his shield and sword drop. He lifts both his arms up for a double hammer slam on her back. At that moment, dagger, sword, not sword, but arrow. Okay, I'm about to say. Charge arrow, swells, cause his gauntlets to rip off. Gwen had the right idea. That's what needed to happen. Itchio kicks his chest, breaks off his right shoulder armor piece. While Freya still pushes him towards the wall to keep him locked there for a few more moments. He tries to shake her off, but she holds even tighter. Exactly, Freya, girl power. Freya took one of the buckles and removes his waist armor. He tries to swing at Freya again. But Sylvie shoots an icicle, nailing his arm to the tree behind. Exactly. And you throw your dagger. It fades in front of him and drives your daggers deep into his neck. Get him. At the moment you see the queen arriving with 4 black armored demons. And the sheriff arrives with 3 armored guards, of course. As she jumps off the dark guard, immediately goes to deal with the demons. So he creates a blizzard around the sheriff and his men. And use your daggers to phase in and out. This is exciting. And they fall one by one. Please fuck the sheriff up, please. Of course he does. Summons the men around Subi and Sophie. Subi creates ice walls for protection while Sophie blasts them with fireballs and firestorm. Smoke clears and the sheriff stands by his lonesome. Then you realize it wasn't worth it? Okay. He turns to flee. Sylvie shoots icicles at the sheriff's legs and they freeze in place. Yeah, good boy. Queen looks at the chaos, stomps her foot on the ground, and leaves. Alright, well, make us pay for this insolence then. The hell? Valerie shoots arrows toward the demons. She hits one and another. And Gwen looks on the ground and finds a little rock. And she throws it randomly towards them. Hit him with a rock! It hits a twisted helmet of one. And bounces to another to turn their mask a bit. Both blindly and flail with their swords and skewered each other. And will fall to the ground. That's funny. I hit him with a rock. Provides his head with intense flames. Yep. Demon falls to the ground. Valerie shoots the last demon with charged arrows to the chest and head. Meanwhile, you and Freya are barely able to hold off the Dark Guard. Dark Guard knees Freya in the gut, rendering her breathless. That's fucked up. She flies, then slides backwards. She stops right beside where the Dark Guard sword was laying. Gwen throws two small rocks and they bounce and lodge themselves in his eye, socket of his face mask. Finally, the freak event reaches and takes the skull mask off. It's too late for him and she drives the giant sword into his chest. With Itchio's help, by the way. Sends her blue flame off at him. Yep. You dodge his enormous hands and lodge your dagger into his eye. The breath slows and their eye dims. Dark Guard goes limp and slumps to this sitting pose on his hips. And you all turn your attention to the lonely sheriff. Valerie slashes him by the hands and he drops his sword. Just cut his head off already. Valerie smacks him with the back of her dagger, and the sheriff is subdued. I guess he might have some information, so it's best not to cut his head off yet. Everyone gathers around the sheriff and you cross your hands. Even though you're his son, the son of our king, the king of hell, the inheritor of this realm. Look at everyone and they all nod. You think you've won? You have no idea. You are nothing to her. Nothing. Just beneath her magnificent heel. Valerie gives you a sword and you look at everyone. Dungeon might be too good for you. Maybe I should just execute you right here for your crime against the kingdom. Guys, what do you think? Yeah, Frey, he should hang for what he's done. Yeah. Well, use information. I say dungeon with a side dish of interrogation. I like her idea more, unfortunately, for Freya. Everyone can be saved. Let him think of his mistakes in the dungeon. Everyone cannot be saved. Everyone cannot be saved. If that's the case, assuming someone can be saved, or someone's, and they cannot be saved. They gotta go. I like that idea too. Not the burning part, but freeze him. I trust your judgment, listen to your heart. A bunch of wenches? Oh, dungeon. Imprison him. Take out your sword and point it to him. Look him in the eyes. For your crime against the kingdom, I sentence you to imprisonment in the dungeon. Your interrogation will commence tomorrow morning. The trial will be public. Yes. If you relish in your weakness and devour your soul, I will say nothing to the likes of you. Really? He killed himself with my sword. We got a lot to clean up. Okay, we'll save here. That was a good ass fight. And this is a good spot to save. So now we're doing episode 5. We're in episode 6. That was really a puck move by the sheriff to kill himself so he didn't have to be a fucking prisoner, but go off. So bad to be a prisoner, even though you ruined the bullshit, but whatever. So we're back with Lilith Rising. That was episode 5. We're now episode 6, still in season 2. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.